As a creator, you absolutely know that painful question. Should I shoot this vertically or horizontally? It truly feels like the biggest content life decision you have to make every single time. Because one wrong choice can result in your TikTok algorithm completely ghosting you. Then your Instagram feed might look totally awkward because of the aspect ratio mismatch. And let's not even begin to talk about the nightmares that YouTube Shorts can present. But here's the absolute game-changing thing you need to know right now. You do not need to film two completely separate versions of every single piece of content. More importantly, you shouldn't be spending hours manually chopping and resizing footage like a robot. I'm about to show you a much better way that seriously saves you time, energy, and all of your sanity. Back in the old content creation days, the mandatory move was always the same, historically speaking. You always filmed horizontally because that was the gold standard for the highest possible quality. Then you dragged that beautiful horizontal footage into your editor to begin the next phase. You'd create a brand new vertical sequence specifically for social media platforms. And then you would spend literal hours scaling, keyframing, and constantly repositioning everything. The whole goal was making sure the important bits didn't get frustratingly chopped off by the crop. If you are still out there doing that exact process, I have massive respect for you, you true warrior. But I won't judge you one bit if you are ready to stop that particular type of suffering right now. Enter Vizard, the revolutionary tool that basically reads your mind about what's actually interesting. It intelligently turns that long video into perfectly ready-to-post short clips automatically. I am not here today to scream that you must use this tool or face immediate content demise. But I will definitely show you how Vizard makes that vertical versus horizontal drama completely obsolete. You just upload that one long horizontal video file and then let the AI take over. The intelligence finds all the juicy moments, smartly crops them into vertical-friendly clips, and moves on. It even helps you schedule everything out so you can concentrate on creating more content. This means you spend less time editing and more time actually producing new videos, which is the goal. So how does the old manual workflow actually feel when you're in the middle of it? It starts with you opening that giant horizontal sequence in your editing software. Then you immediately switch the aspect ratio to that narrow vertical setting you require. You have to manually scale the frame inward, trying to keep the main action visible. Next comes animating a bunch of tedious keyframes so the subject hopefully stays inside the visible shot area. And then you cross your fingers and just pray the automatic crop doesn't completely ruin your punchline or joke. After that, you have to go back and fix all of the automatically generated captions and subtitles to be perfect. You might even need to rebuild all of your lower thirds graphics from scratch for the new vertical version. Honestly, by the time you finish this, it's a complete headache machine that drains your creative soul. By the time it's done, you are emotionally exhausted and still somehow critically short on content for the week. That entire process is definitely not the ideal way for a modern creator to operate, let's be real. Now, I want you to imagine this instead, a much smoother, vastly superior alternative. You simply upload your entire long-form clip once to the Vizard platform, and you pick your preferred vertical format. Then you just sit back and let the smart system do all of that unbelievably heavy lifting for you. The artificial intelligence actively scans all of your footage, identifies the true highlights, and auto-generates clips. These generated clips are already optimized for maximum engagement across all your intended social channels. It's important to know this isn't magic happening without any human oversight whatsoever. This is smart automation giving you fantastic first drafts, allowing you to tweak instead of having to invent everything. Seriously, go ahead and grab a relaxing coffee while this entire process completes itself. It is that incredibly fast. But don't ever think for a second that this process is totally hands-off and requires zero input from you. You should absolutely take the time to review every single result the AI produces. It's crucial. Because while auto-editing is brilliant, it is genuinely not perfect in every single scenario. This is especially true if you have complex on-screen graphics or maybe some really rapid-fire motion within the shot. The AI might accidentally center on the wrong person's face or crop out a vital small card containing the punchline. So, you must check to make sure all of your text overlays are not tragically cut off by the new vertical boundary. Verify that the AI's framing still perfectly preserves any important physical gestures the speaker made, and confirm that any significant audio punchlines are not being awkwardly trimmed right before the impact hits. These quick checks you perform will take way less time than starting the entire manual editing process from scratch. Now, let your imagination take you to this much better scenario instead of the headache you just experienced. Imagine uploading your big, long piece of content to Vizard and instantly selecting your desired vertical output specifications. Let the platform's intelligence do the heavy lifting, scanning for peaks, and perfectly framing the moment automatically. The AI scans, identifies highlights, and then generates multiple short edits all fully optimized for engagement right away. You are essentially getting phenomenal starting points, giving you room to refine instead of invent the entire thing. You can genuinely step away and grab a fresh cup of coffee while this intelligent system handles the hard work. It's that ridiculously fast, allowing you to reclaim chunks of your precious workday back from editing hell. One of my absolute favorite features is how it weaves scheduling directly into your creative process, not later. You set your desired posting frequency, and the auto schedule feature automatically queues up clips based on your cadence. If you want to post exactly once per day, or maybe 3 times a week, the AI maps that entire content strategy out. It lines up all of your content for you, so you don't have to constantly remember every single platform's next slot. That specific feature alone is a massive game changer if you are trying to juggle multiple platform presences. Another huge win that deserves a major mention is the centralized content calendar view you get access to. Instead of bouncing between separate tools or clunky spreadsheets, you manage everything from one spot. Want to tweak just the captions slightly for TikTok, but keep a different one for your Instagram post? Go for it. Need to immediately reschedule something because of a brand new trending sound or topic? Just drag and drop. This is the crucial difference between managing absolute chaos and strategically managing your entire content plan. Now, let's take a quick moment to discuss the alternatives floating around in the market for a second. You will find some tools that claim to do auto clip extraction or some form of scheduling, but many feel incomplete. Some of these options cost an actual arm and a leg for features that you will never even end up using. Others are just terribly clunky, only work with one specific platform, or demand manual approval for everything. A few very popular options will happily auto-clip for you, but they often completely miss crucial context. For example, they might pick a random laugh when the actual story beat drives all of the potential views. Or perhaps they are priced specifically for massive enterprise teams and just aren't realistic for solo creators. Vizard really finds itself sitting perfectly in that sweet spot between power and creator accessibility, which is rare. It is smart about understanding context, built for creators who want volume without immediate burnout, and it is priced fairly. So, here are a few practical tips for using Vizard so you don't accidentally compromise your video quality. First, always upload the absolute highest quality master file that you possibly have on hand. The AI technically crops everything, so starting with a clean, sharp file prevents ugly artifacts when it zooms in. If your video has on-screen text or those lower thirds, try to place them centrally or prepare to nudge them later. The AI does a really good job overall, but graphics will always remain a slightly tricky element for any automation. For any content that features very fast motion, you should always check those auto-selected clips carefully. Sometimes the AI will just miss that visual peak and center the resulting frame on the completely wrong moment. Luckily, a quick trim adjustment or swapping the clip solves that issue much faster than manual editing. Also, please utilize the built-in captioning and subtitle tools within Vizard because they save so much time. Understand that auto-generated subtitles are rarely flawless, but they are easily 90% correct and simple to fix. Let me walk you through a quick, real-world workflow example to show you the efficiency boost. So, I record a full 20-minute interview that is naturally shot in that landscape orientation. I then immediately drop that entire landscape file right into Vizard and select my vertical outputs for Reels and TikTok. I hit the auto-edit button, and Vizard returns about 10 fantastic clips highlighting the very best moments. These clips even come with a percentage score indicating their likelihood of actually going viral, which is helpful. I quickly scan through them, only need to manually tweak the framing on about 2 of them, and then clean up their captions. Finally, I toss them all into the content calendar and set specific scheduled posting times for each one. The whole turnaround from recording that 20 minutes to having 3 posts scheduled took me under an hour total. The old method would have easily eaten up an entire afternoon of my time spent on tedious editing tasks. Now let's look at a few real-world scenarios where this Vizard technology really shines brightly. Podcasters can effortlessly transform their long, hour-long episodes into dozens of bite-sized clips for all their social feeds. The AI finds all the best sound bites without you ever having to manually chop up all that lengthy audio. Educators or coaches who film long tutorials can instantly get highlight clips designed to market their core offering. You get short clips that tell a complete microstory and naturally drive interested viewers back to your main long-form content. It is also incredible for covering live events where you shoot massive amounts of footage and need quick highlights everywhere. One single shoot results in many vertical-ready edits across all the platforms you need to be active on that day. But I have to be completely honest with you. No software tool in existence is truly flawless in every way. If you create truly cinematic shots where you intentionally compose for the extreme edges of the 16.9 frame, auto-cropping might fail. The AI might not capture the original director's subtle visual intent when it has to crop so drastically. Likewise, if you use very tiny on-screen text that is essential to the joke, you need to make it bigger or plan to edit it. The real trick is to start designing your content with future repurposing in mind from the very beginning. A little bit of smart planning up front saves you tons of tedious tweaking and frustrating rework later down the line. Let me just clarify this point about creative control. Using Vizard isn't about surrendering your unique voice. It's essentially about creating an incredibly efficient and fast digital co-pilot to assist you in your work. You remain the one who chooses the hooks, you approve every single clip, and you customize all the captions and CTAs. The AI just speeds up all of those boring, repetitive parts, so you can actually focus your energy on the creative muscle. This lets you concentrate on making objectively better content, trying out new experimental ideas, and building your brand. You stop micromanaging tedious exports and start focusing on actually creating value for your audience. If you are worried about all the different platform nuances, please just stop worrying about that specific detail. Vizard truly understands that TikTok, Reels, and Shorts all have their own unique vibe and caption expectations. It doesn't just chop clips, it actually suggests optimal lengths and formats that tend to perform better on each platform. You can easily edit the specific caption for each platform right there inside that central content calendar view too. This means one masterpiece of content can be perfectly repurposed with platform-appropriate language and style easily. My final, most important note is that automation is here to scale up your creativity, not actually replace it. If you have been completely burning out trying to be everywhere by doing absolutely everything manually, this gives you back time. Time for you to brainstorm new concepts, time to collaborate with other creators, or time to simply rest. It is genuinely amazing how a much smarter, more efficient workflow can completely elevate your entire output quality. So, that whole panic about vertical versus horizontal content, consider that officially canceled starting today. Shoot your video how you naturally want to shoot it, upload that single file once, and just let Vizard manage the rest. Then go make more amazing content, go hang out with your friends, or just finally take that much needed nap you deserve. If this explanation helped you genuinely save a ton of your time this week, definitely drop a like on this video. Or, if you're watching this as a short clip, just tell me in the comments how your current workflow went for you. I'm always down to hear about new creator workflow hacks and learn from the community as well. All right, everyone, that is everything I wanted to cover with you today on this topic. Seriously, try letting the AI handle the heavy lifting for just one full week and observe how much more you can achieve. I will catch all of you amazing creators in the next video or tutorial coming up very soon.